John, some people say you're getting a little bit too old to be drinking in the middle of the afternoon on liquid lunch. I say that's about as ridiculous of a notion as this impeachment trial. Happy birthday, brother.
Welcome back. I see you really put some effort into this, Frankie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's very like you. Nah, all kidding aside.
Don't insult me.
Those of you who watch often, no one breaks his chops harder than me. But he's absolutely, positively the most hardworking person you've ever met on the planet Earth. And he doesn't even complain about it, other than calling me out on air for not getting paid when he's significantly paid and often paid and paid a lot.
As I now count it, we're now 12 and a half weeks behind in the Frankster's payment. But it's
production,
okay. It's okay.
This is crazy.
I'm not going to bring it up on your birthday.
So you know what's more important than how hard you work? What's more important is we have Jennifer Barbosa joining us
I'm a
today.
big fan.
Okay, she's a former member of the Hollywood Studio District Neighborhood Council. She's also an independent candidate for Congress, and we need her. You got to give her some tips on work ethic. I'm sure she's got it, but she's got to work harder because she's running to knock Adam Schiff out of his perch. And Jennifer, I want to thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, and happy birthday to John.
Oh, thank you so much. So you have some experience working in the community, and you're an independent, that's what Frank and I are. What's your strategy to knock out Adam Schiff? I know there's going to be a large field, and there's some weird rules in Cali. But what's your path to victory?
Well, you nailed a lot of it in your opening. You mentioned hard work, and that's why I started early. I started my campaign back in March, and we're doing a lot of those basic grassroots things that Schiff's opponents in recent years have really not focused on. I think a lot of times when Republicans run against Schiff, they realize that it's pretty impossible here. Only one, 70,000 out of 420,000 voters here are Republican. And a lot of times candidates approach challenging Adam Schiff as though, well, I'll just get my name out there and we'll just put up a good fight. My campaign as an independent, we're really putting up a fight. We started in March. We're doing a lot of door-to-door. We're doing outreach so far in 4 different languages. As you know, our ballots here are in 14 different languages. We are doing a lot of interviewing, a lot of press, and just those basic grassroots steps that a lot of times Republicans fail to do here in California because they kind of take a defeatist attitude towards these elections, especially against an entrenched incumbent like Adam Schiff.
Hey, Jennifer, I've been saying for a while on the show that I find it quite ironic that the chairman of the Intelligence Committee demonstrates zero intelligence as a human. So hasn't this guy set the bar very low for you, hopefully, or one of the others to knock him out?
You would think, right? You would think. It's because we're in a district that is so liberal. Our district voted 75% for Hillary. So when I talk to voters, a lot of them like Schiff. So I cannot win them over realistically by saying Schiff is stupid, you're stupid for liking him, he's bad, Democrats are bad. We have to focus on other issues, other failures of his as a representative. And there are actually quite a few. For example, homelessness, I'm sure you've heard, is way up in the district, and he's not even talking about it. He's not presenting any legislation to fix it at all. And that's a big deal. That's affecting a lot of people in my particular neighborhood of Hollywood. He was elected on the promise to voters in Burbank that he would help them deal with the noise from the Burbank airport. He failed on that. He, let's see. There's so many issues. Impeachment. He was elected first on the promise that he would not engage in a divisive impeachment game like he is right now, because his predecessor did. And so he's gone back on that promise as well. And that's the way that we have to approach voters. We can't just say he's stupid, even if there's evidence to that. I have to push back a little.
Jennifer, we got a hard break here.
Sure.
We got to have you back. Go check out Jennifer Barbosa, her candidacy. She's an independent, and we need some new, fresh leadership out there. I'm dreaming that you're going to win it, and hopefully many other people will be counting.